This is the Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. My name is Jeremy Stallnecker, and today we come to really a psalm that could be considered a sad psalm. This is not one of the encouraging psalms. It's written to a specific group of people at a specific time, and it references some specific actions, but there is certainly a lesson to be learned for us today. The Psalms, of course, were written from and to the nation of Israel, God's chosen people. The story of the nation of Israel, as I'm sure you're familiar, is one of good and bad. These are, in the Old Testament, people who, like you and me, would pursue God with their whole hearts, then become distracted, pulled away by the things that were going on in the world around them. Often that would lead to worshiping even other gods and other things other than the God who delivered them from the nation of Egypt and brought them to the promised land. In the process of all of that, they would lose God's blessing, and they would go into a period of time where God would have to correct them and get them back to the place that they wanted to be, that He wanted them to be, and bring them back into alignment with His plan for His people. This is the cycle, the Old Testament cycle of the nation of Israel. As we read the 81st Psalm, it's as if we're reading God's heart. We're hearing directly from God about how He feels on the bottom end of this cycle. After rejection, after those who once pursued Him have walked away, here's how God responds. Verse number 10. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. So God is saying to the children of Israel, I'm the one who delivered you. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it. Again, God is saying to His people, I have all the provision that you need. I have all of the provision in the universe available to you. We know that as the children of Israel looked back over their history, they saw how God provided through manna and through quail and through the water that came out of the rock, all of these miraculous provisions from God. God says, I am your Lord. I'm the one who delivered you, and I'm the one who has provided for you. Now, I know this was written to the nation of Israel, but I want us to think about how all Scripture is given. And it is profitable. That's what the Bible tells us in the New Testament. This is profitable to us. There's a lesson to be learned here. As we read this, I want us to think about what God has done for us. Those times that He has delivered us. Those times that He has miraculously provided for us. He's met our needs. He's done what only He could do. That's what God is reminding the children of Israel about right here. Verse number 11. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. They rejected me. So I gave them up unto their own hearts, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I would soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto Him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. There's an awful lot here. But God is saying to the children of Israel, I delivered you. I've provided for you miraculously. I want to continue to provide for you, but you've rejected me. And as you struggle, having run away from me, I want you to know that my heart's desire is to defeat your enemies and to provide for you again miraculously. And I think the big lesson for us here in these couple of verses is the same lesson. God has done so much for us. God has provided salvation through His Son, provision just throughout the course of our lives. We can all see times when God has miraculously provided for us. And then we go off on our own. For whatever reason, we get distracted and pulled away. We think that we know a better way or a different way or that it's going to be okay. We find ourselves in a mess, and God says, what I want for you is blessing and provision and protection. Now, the call in all of this is not simply for God to point out something that cannot be had, but rather to call the nation of Israel back to Himself. And I believe again, as we read this, God is calling those of us who run away, gone out on our own, back to himself. God's desire for you is that you would be fulfilled in your created purpose. He has a plan for you. He wants to provide for you. Will you let him do the work that only he can do, and the work that he, as God, for reasons only God understands, wants to do in and through your life? These are hard verses to read. It's a hard picture to take a look at. Those that have run away from a God that's done everything and wants to continue to bless. But all of us have been here. Some are here right now. And if that's you, run back to God, the Creator and Provider. He has a plan for you, and he will welcome you home. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow for another Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. For more information about the Mighty Oaks Foundation and the work that we do for veterans, active duty service members, and first responders, please visit mightyoaksprograms.org.